Hey, what's up everybody? Back again today with a figure review for two awesome figures courtesy of my good friends down at Kolektakon.com. So as you can see, I have Hornpoint Tony Chopper Portrait of Pirates as well as Zoro Film Z Edition Portrait of Pirates as well. These figures, I gotta honestly say, between the two of them, while Zoro is, a monster. I love Zoro, and he looks pretty awesome. My favorite between the two is Chopper, because first of all, he just looks so bright and so much detail to each and every little bit of him. But the Zoro figure is pretty awesome as well, and just ultimately, they are two great figures yet again. Definitely, though, I favor the Chopper one a bit more because of the detail. But as you can see with the Zoro, it does come with a few different accessories. It has multiple swords. It has like a sort of cape thing that you could take off if you want, and it also has changeable heads as well. So if you want to have him with the bandana, like he's going to war, that epic Zoro, you can have that. But if you also want to have him with the sword between his teeth, you can have that form as well. And then with Chopper doesn't come with too many accessories, but just the stance that they got, they honestly, with Hornpoint Chopper, they captured it. It looks identical to Chopper when he goes Hornpoint in the series. I mean, everything down to the small details, but we'll take a closer look at that in a second. First, let's look at Zoro a little bit more. As you can see, again, it has an awesome pose. The pose, for the most part, is like, he's in battle or whatnot. It's very wide, so if you do pick up this figure, you definitely got to have, like, a nice amount of space because the base is pretty wide. And also, be very careful with those swords. I know it sounds like parental advisory or something, but I have honestly walked into those swords a couple different times, and they are kind of pointy, to be honest with you, and they will hurt. So definitely be careful with those little plastic swords that he has. But just, it's really fun to have the Zoro in that like type of form because, for the most part, you get Zoro in like the all green, or you have the post time skip or pre time skip. But with this one, it's like he really just looks traditional, and it just really comes across as epic. It's not identical regarding the face with Zoro. I feel like they could have done maybe slightly better to capture his face, because in the bandana particular portion, he doesn't look identical. More so without the bandana, he looks pretty much like him. Like right there, that looks pretty much like Zoro for the most part. But when he has the bandana on, it looks a little bit different, as you can see. But I definitely gotta say that I really enjoy the way they did this figure. They could have done a little bit more different. Like the layers of it is really smooth, and it's good in a certain sense, but definitely I would have liked maybe a little bit more of a different way that they did like the layers of like his clothing and whatnot. But just look at the jacket, they did the wrinkles and everything. I love the Portrait of Pirates, honestly. This is like the best figures I've probably ever seen of anything, any type of line, because they just really know how to capture these One Piece figures. Now the Chopper, I love this one. Like this one, Zoro is awesome and all, but the way they captured Chopper in this one, down to the very nitty gritty, the spikes on him, everything about this Chopper figure, I just really adore it. It looks awesome. And overall, I honestly gotta say, as a Chopper fan, like look at the face. If you just look down there, it has like that cutesy little face, but at the same time, he's ready for action. It has his hat flapping in the wind, and it truly captures what Chopper is all about. That playfulness, but don't mess with me because I'll kick your ass. And I really like this figure. It's like between the two, I gotta go with that one. But let me know what you guys think between the two. Not the characters, the figures, because I'm pretty sure everyone will say Zoro over Chopper. Which figure you think is better? Which one captures the character's image better? And ultimately, which one do you like more? Which one you think is, the better figure as a whole? But that's all I have for this one. If you'd like to pick up either of these figures, definitely visit Kolektakon.com. Link in the description. They have a wide variety of different figures, not only these. They also have Naruto figures. They have a bunch of different ones, so definitely visit them if you want to pick up some figures. And again, just ultimately, let me know what you think in the comments. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for these awesome guys. And as always, people, have an awesome day.